mistakes were made. I totally forgot to put like Body Glide or chafing cream because I have a major heat rash / chafe like in my inner legs. It's like blistering. Happy Monday. Today we've got 7.5K easy run on the agenda. Even though it isn't morning time, I did manage to fit in this run earlier than my typical 8 p.m. run. It's about mid-afternoon, and thankfully the temperatures are a lot cooler this week, so the weather is a lot more tolerable. This is also the first time I'm doing a run as prescribed and scheduled on this day. The past couple weeks I've been switching around my workouts, and my Mondays always tend to be like a rest day. But finally this week I'm like, you know what? Stop shuffling things around. Let's see if we can stick to the schedule and stay consistent throughout this whole week. Easy run, done and dusted. I'm not gonna lie, there are a few parts that got a little warm during this run because the sun came out quite strong. But then there was also some cloudy parts, so that felt really nice. And there was a breeze. Oh my freaking goodness, that was so hard. I hate tempo runs, man. I don't know if it's the weather, but the paces that the runner plan is giving me for tempo just feels so unrealistic. I barely made the target paces. Like during the second interval, I couldn't even hit the 4:30 pace, and then I barely made the targets during that last interval. I feel like I have to peel back the targets because it seems quite unrealistic for me right now, and I'm barely hitting it. And if I push myself even harder, I'm afraid I might injure myself. So I think the next tempo session I actually might aim slower, and then hopefully I won't burn out towards the end. So work has been kicking my ass lately, and it's been so hard to stay on top of all my training, mainly because I've been really prioritizing staying on top of all like my work stuff. And I was supposed to do a speed session today. I was scheduled to do intervals, but I decided to push that out to tomorrow, and I'm actually thinking I might just change my overall training schedule starting next week, because the past few weeks haven't really been working out for me in terms of when everything is. So instead of doing intervals today, I'm just gonna do a strength session. Today we are actually scheduled to do legs and core. It's about half an hour, so it should be very quick, and then hopefully tomorrow I can do my intervals. Guys, this week is just not my week. Today I am scheduled to do 800-meter intervals, but I think I'm actually going to skip this workout. Work has just kind of been stressing me out lately. I'm just not in a good headspace, and I just feel so off, and I don't want to put my body through any more stress. So I've decided to just call it and skip this workout. You know, it could be a lack of food, lack of hydration. Like, admittedly, I'm not eating as well as I should be. I'm not sleeping as well as I should be. So I think because of that, I am just not at my best. And I just don't want to put this body through any more than it needs to go through. I hate doing this because I feel so guilty, which sucks because I know there are days where I'm going to have to skip a run or a workout, but I shouldn't be, and I need to tell myself this not to feel guilty. I also did go swimming today, so it's not like I didn't move. I was able to fit about 1.9 kilometers of swimming, which is actually quite a bit, even though, it wasn't super high intensity. It was more of like an active recovery swim. But I think the fact that I was able to get out there and fit in a swim is still pretty impressive considering everything that I've gone through. I think I just have to kind of gather my thoughts at the end of this week and just reflect on how I can pivot and adapt and just improve from where I'm at this week and hopefully have a better week next week. Happy Saturday, everyone. Thank goodness it's the weekend and it's a new day. Today I've got no running on the agenda, but I do have some lower body strength to work on as well as some Pilates. And since I don't have plans until later this evening, I was like, oh, you know what? I might as well just fit in both since they're both 30 minutes long. So today's strength session is going to be essentially an hour long. I'm not going to go super heavy because I do have a long run tomorrow. I was toying with the idea on whether or not I would do my long run today and then do my strength tomorrow. But since I'm still kind of like, I just am not in the mood to run, I told myself just do the strength today and then hopefully we'll be in a better mood to run tomorrow. I don't know what it is. It's so weird because it's like now that I've got more time technically compared to when I was training for a triathlon and a 70.3 at that, I was just so on top of things. Whereas now when I can be more flexible with my schedule, I'm just so less inclined to be on top of it. And I don't know if it's because I'm already kind of bored with running. So part of me is telling me maybe I should start incorporating more cycling and swimming to change things up, because I do find that it makes a huge difference with just my overall fitness, and it changes things up, whereas running can somewhat be monotonous. But I don't know, we'll see how today goes and how my long run goes. I might be in a better mood tomorrow. Happy Saturday. Saturday? It's not Saturday, it's Sunday, and we are scheduled for a long run. I've got 20K on the docket today. I'm not looking forward to it, but I got to get this done because I think out of all runs, this is one of the most important ones since we are training for a marathon. Keenan and I went to like a welcome party for our friend's wedding, so we were out pretty late. So it was another weekend of late night festivities, which meant we slept in. So it's currently 12 o'clock and I need to fit this in before we head out for this wedding. Because it is a long run, I'm going to start practicing my hydration and nutrition. So I am actually going to try 3 different gels today to see how they go. I've got the Huma gels, which I've always taken during marathon training. I have the Morden gel, the 100, which I've taken during the half Ironman. And then I also have this one by Precision Fuel that my friend gave me. So I'm going to try it out today and see how that tastes. And then I'll figure out which one will probably be best for me for this marathon training block. And then I'm gonna bring 2 500 milliliters of water, and I'm gonna put some Noon tablets in that to make sure I've got some electrolytes. There's no pace work, it's all gonna be easy, so I likely might not need all the water, but you never know with the summer weather. It is supposed to be a little bit on the cooler end of around like 21, 22 degrees, so it shouldn't be too bad, but again, you never know. The weather tends to change. So I'm just gonna get everything ready, put all my stuff in my vest because I'm gonna be wearing this vest by Solomon. I'm gonna use this as storage to hold everything, and then hopefully this run will go really well. Okay, watch is ready to go. I've got all my stuff. Godspeed. Just about 2K in, and I'm so happy that the temps are actually quite cool, and there's quite a few clouds, so it's not that hot today. I just hit the 5K mark, and I'm gonna be taking my first gel break. This gel is gonna be the Morden one. This one, I know how this goes. I'm a little sick of it still since, this was the one I've been training with for all of my half Ironman training. Okay, I am loving the shaded run right now. So we're about an hour into my run, which means it's time for another gel break. This time I am taking the Humagel, and this one is the lemonade flavor and it has some caffeine in it. We're at the halfway mark. I've hit 10K. Now we're heading back home. I'm at 15K. I've got about 30 minutes left until I'm done this run. So I've got one more gel to take. This one I've never tried before. This one is Precision Fuel, so hopefully this goes well. Oh man, finally 20K done and dusted. That last 5K felt like forever because I guess I underestimated my route, so I had to like run around the block like a couple times, which was so boring. But I'm so glad this run is over. It actually went pretty well. There was no pain whatsoever. I think I fueled enough. I could have drank a little bit more water. I definitely feel very salty, but you know, just got to keep improving run after run.